Right now.
When?
Right now. Go.
Hi, I'm Alex. You're gonna see some extreme moves on this. It's gonna be about Tony Hawk, and you're gonna see some old moves from Tony Hawk. Watch this. Watch this. And action. Watch this. You're gonna see this. You're gonna watch, and you're probably gonna freak out on this. And look at that!
Good job.
Beginning of the movie. This is going to be the beginning when I do probably the most coolest move ever. I'm probably going to fall a few times. Now watch this. K-Man. When I do K-Man, you've got to balance on your skateboard. See? You might fall in the movie. I mean, you might fall on the skateboard and when you're inside of a movie. You need to know how to do a lot of tricks. You need to know how to do a lot of tricks to be as good as Tony Hawk and just like me. You need to know how. You need to know how. When you skateboard, you need to know how to do it. Look, watch this. Mathew to help out, and you need to have Sabrina, that is 7. They're going to be a part of this movie. Sabrina and Virginia might not be able to come in all of them, okay? It's not just going to be about grinding and just riding skateboards. It's going to be about a lot of stuff. Come here. Okay? It's not just going to be about a bunch of skateboarding and all that. It's going to be about bike riding, green machine riding. And you know what? If you want to see some bike riding, you better watch this.
Okay.
You're probably going to be scared of this.
Yes.
Stand back. It's so good.
I'll put some cones.
Stop acting crazy. He does want this video to look totally crazy. You might have a hard time starting to know how to ride a bike. This is how you start riding a bike. You got a foot.
What the hell?
Start riding. Right like this. This is how you ride a bike.
Jump in.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's how you ride a bike.
Cut.
Good stuff. We're starting to film a movie on Harley bikes. We're not going to film a bunch of stuff on Harley bikes. There's going to be no Harley riding. That movie's going to come out in a few months. Okay? But we're going to do some of this. You've got to catch this to do this. We're going to do a lot of it. Just today, look. You need to know how to ride something before you just try to just buy all this stuff and just do it by yourself. You need to concentrate. Come here. If you're having a car and all that stuff, you need to know how to drive it. Or you're doing some skateboard tricks, you need to know how to ride it. Okay? I'm going to try to follow this one. Okay? It's going to be like I'm really in falling. Look. See? I fell on it real. You've got to know how to ride it. Try something like that. If it's your first time and you're going really, really fast, you need to have a helmet. If you're going down a half pipe and it's your first time, you need to have a helmet. You need to have a bunch of supplies. You need to have a bunch of supplies to make a movie. Make this double. We do not want Mathew riding the screen sheet. This is a action piece. And action. You need to know how to ride all this stuff. Like surfing, all that, you need to know how. And now, when you're climbing something, you need to know how. You need to know how on everything before you do it. Yeah, okay? You can't just do whatever you want. You can't. Or then we're gonna be, then you're gonna fall. You need to know what you're doing before you do something that you don't know what you're about to do. You need to know how to do stuff. Then what are we gonna do? Just try it. That's a good reason. Because you might do it. Just like when I was at my Aunt Lee's, I dropped my man down 9 feet, and I was only 6, and I stormed 6. Dropped my man down 9 feet. I kept on trying to swim until it was raining, and I really wanted to get him. So Brandon said, just try one more time. I jumped inside the pool, I swam, and I got my man from 9 feet. You need to know how to do all this stuff. Before you do it, you need to know how. You just need to. Before you do it.
Go.
When you're riding a Harley bike like this, you can't just ride it. You need to know how to ride another bike before you just get on it and just ride. Then you're gonna pop the wheel probably. You're gonna fall. You need to know how to ride all this stuff. You need to know how to ride a real motorcycle. You need to know how to ride all this stuff. You need to know how to ride everything. Now, come here. Now, when you're riding a skateboard, you can't just go up with the skateboard and just hop and grind. You're gonna fall in. You need to practice. Okay? Now, we need to know how to do all this stuff. We need to know how. We need to know how to do it. Like, if I was trying to jump off the top of the roof, no. Even if you had a parachute, no, that wouldn't make it. Don't do it. When your mom says no on stuff like that, you should don't do it when you're jumping from something. Because she says you might kill yourself, and we think we're not. You are. They know everything. They know everything. They have been to school before us. Hey! Listen, they don't know everything. They know all this stuff. They know all of this stuff. Hey, come here. Come here. We have a bunch of things. Here's a move that you already saw, but this time, it's going to be easier. It's going to be so easy that you're going to think it's really easy. Okay, look.
Watch out, Sabrina.
I'm doing K-Man. I'm doing K-Man. Look, I'm balancing for that long. I'm still balancing. I fell. I foot went off. You need to balance. Look. Doing K-Man again. But look, I just did fall again. Look, I'm doing K-Man now. I'm getting longer and longer and longer and longer. One hand. Longer, 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 longer. See? You need to practice to do it. You need to practice everything. You can't be perfect at everything. And, well, you can't be perfect. And that's the end of this movie. Bye, everybody. And if you see Tony Hawk, you better be good at it. But Tony Hawk, you might think somebody's better than him, like Bam and all them. But he's not. Everybody, just don't try to do anything that you want to do first. Don't. Don't try it. Don't. Peace out.